Shalawam, Shalawam Israel. This brother Ishmael from WFI Trinidad coming back with his precepts. I want to give all honor, glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being his only begotten Son. I want to give another mighty Shalawam to the elders that have been in this thing for decades and decades, enduring to the elements. And I want to give another mighty Shalawam to the Akyam and the Akwat, meaning the brothers and sisters enduring in this truth, right? Enduring the temptations and enduring through these elements of this wicked world. Shalawam, Shalawam. So today we're going to go through a quick cold cut, or a quick video, or I would say more into the milk on explaining the Sabbath. Right, we go into slack here. We go into the do's and the don'ts on the Sabbath and how to keep the Sabbath. Right, so that we go into Exodus 20 and verse 8. It's the book of Exodus 20 and verse 8. Say, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughters, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. Verse 11. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. So it shouldn't hear that the 7th day is the Sabbath and you want to keep it holy, right? So it's not the first day, which is Sunday, right? So it's the 7th day, which would be Saturday. So the day starts at sundown. So Friday sundown to Saturday sundown would be the Sabbath, right? 7th day, right? So to Matthew 28 and verse 1. It's book of Matthew 28 and verse 1. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. So in the end of the Sabbath, as it in the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. So the Sabbath is the 7th day. It should be Saturday, so therefore Sunday is the first day of the week. So it's in the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn. So as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, right, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre. Right, so the ending of the Sabbath would be the first day. Right, so the 7th day is the Sabbath, which should be from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Right, so Saturday would be the holy day. Right, into Exodus 31 and verse 13. It's the book of Exodus 31 and verse 13. It says, speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations. So it's a sign between the Most High and the children of Israel throughout their generations. Therefore, we still generating. So therefore, these laws still stand. Right? We still supposed to be keeping the Sabbath. Right? That ye may know that I am Yahweh, that doth sanctify you. Right? Verse 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest. So 6 days, right, is when all the work should be done. Therefore, going to work, therefore washing, cleaning, understand? So 6 days you have to do all manner of work, right? But the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, holy to Yahweh. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath. So it said the children of Israel. So these laws is not for everybody, and all the other nations, right? This is not a universal book, right? It clearly written for the Israelites, by the Israelites, right? So wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations, for a perpetual covenant, right? A perpetual covenant, right? Verse 17, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever, for in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. So therefore, 7th day, right, is the Sabbath, understand? And we have to keep the Sabbath, because I will show you, anybody that do any work on the Sabbath, right, that soul shall be cut off from among his people, right? So Exodus 35 and verse 3. Alright, this book of Exodus 35 and verse 3. You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. Which means no cooking, right? No light in the stove, you understand? No form of cooking, as in these modern day ways of cooking, as in using the microwave and whatnot, you understand? It says, you shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. Right? So no cooking upon the Sabbath, no heating up the food in the microwave on these things, you understand? As a form of cooking as well, right? It says, you shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day, right? And it have a reason for that, right? Because some people would think that, so if we can't cook on the Sabbath, what we're supposed to eat, right? So we up into that one time. This is Exodus, right? 16 and verse 22. This book of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 22. It says, and it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for 1 man, and all the rulers of the congregation. And so like it came and told Moses, for the 6th day they want to gather twice as much food, because why? On the Sabbath you can't buy, right? You can't sell, right? You can't cook, no manner of work. So therefore on the 6th day you bring in what you have to eat on the Sabbath, right? Or you do your minor cooking, right, on the 6th day. So therefore on the 7th day you don't have to do any cooking, right, because you already have food. Verse 23, and he said unto them, this is that which Yahweh had said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto Yahweh. Bake that which ye shall bake today, which is the 6th day, and seed that ye will seed, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning. Right? You know, verse 24. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moses said, eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto Yahweh. Today ye shall not find it in the field. Right? So therefore they gather in twice as much on the 6th day, so therefore they would have food to eat on the Sabbath day. Right? Verse 26. 6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none. And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And Yahweh said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? Right? Verse 29. See, for that Yahweh had given you the Sabbath, therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. So you see, some of them still didn't listen, right? And they went out on the 7th day to get bread, after he said it wouldn't have none on the 7th day because it's the Sabbath, right? And we know Israel being rebellious as well, right? They still went out, you understand? And that is why now it's saying here, therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. So therefore he gave them extra on the 6th day. So he gave them bread for the 6th day and the 7th. So therefore they will not be going out to find food on the Sabbath. You understand? Therefore as of now in modern times, right, we will not be cooking on the Sabbath if we bring in, right, twice as much food on the 6th day, which would be Friday, right? He giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day. Right? So no cooking on the Sabbath day. Right? We'll jump back into this thing. We'll go to Deuteronomy 5 and verse 12. It's the book of Deuteronomy 5 and verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as Yahweh thy power hath commanded thee. Right, so keep the Sabbath day, understand? You're not supposed to be going out and buying stuff, you're supposed to be going and working, right? You're not supposed to be going out party, you understand? You're supposed to keep the Sabbath holy, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 17 verse 22, right? Jeremiah 17, see if these are ones. Gone. It's Jeremiah 17 and verse 22, right? It said, neither carry forth a burden out of your houses on the Sabbath day, neither do ye any work, but hallow ye the Sabbath day, as I commanded your fathers, right? Hallow it, you understand? Sanctify this day, right? This is a holy day, right? So no doing your own will on the Sabbath as well, right? Let's go to Numbers 15 and 32, right? It's the book of Numbers chapter 15 and verse 32. It say, and while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. And they put him inward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And Yahweh said unto Moses, the man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as Yahweh commanded Moses. Right, so you see that this man got put to death for picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Right, so you're supposed to keep the Sabbath day holy. Right, we go to John 19 and verse 31. Right, this is the book of St. John chapter 19 and verse 31. It said the Jews therefore, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day, for the Sabbath day was a high day, right? So the Sabbath day is a high day, right? Besought Pilate that their legs might be broken and that they might be taken away, right? So the key point here is that the Sabbath is a high day, right? Not doing your own will on the Sabbath, right? We go to Leviticus 19 and verse 3. Right, this is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 3. Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. I am Yahweh, your power. Alright, so you see here, you have a plethora of precepts showing you to keep the Sabbath. Right? I heard some pastors telling people that we don't need to keep the Sabbath. Understand? And they went on to explaining, as in, they asked, haven't you break the Sabbath already? They say yes. And then there was like, and it say if you break the Sabbath, he would be put to death. And the person answered and said yes. So then the pastor was like, so therefore, how are you not dead yet? Right? So this is what these pastors teaching, right? They're teaching that we don't need to keep the Sabbath, understand? But it's showing you throughout the generations that we're supposed to be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you understand? So these people teaching philosophies of men, right? And they're not teaching these scriptures, right? And they're proud with it. So therefore we, right, have to rightfully divide the word of truth from the lie. So therefore we're supposed to be keeping the Sabbath day, right? Most of the time when they tell people that they don't work on Saturdays because of the Sabbath and whatnot, the first thing they think is that he's a 7 days Adventist, right? No, seen in the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? The Lord commanded Israel, right, to do these things. Understand? So therefore, as Israelites, we have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Sabbath is one, right? Let me jump down to verse 30, right? Leviticus 19 and verse 30. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. Right, so again, we have to keep the Sabbath. Right? Just here one more. It's the book of Leviticus 23 and verse 32. It's the book of Leviticus 23 and 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. From even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Right? Again, let's make that point again. And ye shall afflict your souls, slacking. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. Right? So we see it. Right? And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month. At even, from even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Right? So from even to even is the Sabbath. So from Friday evening, right, to Saturday evening, basically from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath. Alright. So with that, those brothers and sisters was edified and understand that we have to keep the Sabbath holy. So with that, I bid a mighty Shalawam.